Good morning. You listen to FloorDaily.net, and I'm Kemp Harr. This morning, my guest is Carrie Edwards, the Vice President of Hospitality with Shaw Contract. Carrie, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Kemp. Thank you for having me this morning.
I've been wanting to talk to you ever since I saw the Denver Sheraton Hotel, saw pictures of it. We'll get to that in just a minute. So you've been at Shaw your whole career. I mean, you started as an intern in college. Tell us about your tenure at Shaw, if you would.
Yes, I had such great experiences, both within our commercial division and the residential business, and have done a variety of roles from sales and custom product design, marketing, strategic accounts, home center business, leading a variety of different teams along the way, and it's just been a great career.
And we're talking 25, 30 years of career at one place, right?
That's correct.
Most people that know this business know that the residential and the commercial are night and day different. And you spent a lot of time with Shaw Contract, and then you went over and were heading up the marketing with the residential team and launching Anderson Tough Deck, and now you're back over on the commercial side. Both of them are fun areas, but I think the commercial has a lot of different influencers, and some people say it's a fun place to be.
Absolutely. I loved my time in our residential business. I think I went over to that side of the fence, maybe confident and cocky in some ways, and was really humbled that maybe I knew a little bit about flooring, but I did not know as much as I thought I did about the residential side of our business, even having been a part of Shaw at that time for 20 years. So I gained a newfound respect for the things that our residential team to work on every day, and most importantly, the customer base that we have in our residential business. Absolutely love getting to know those individuals, learning about their businesses, and seeing how we make an impact in people's everyday lives. And then contrast that on the commercial side. As you mentioned, there are a lot of influencers. Design plays a big role. Certainly in use or owners plays a big role, and then our dealer partners as well. So it's fun to be back in the commercial side of things and with a renewed focus on hospitality.
What was your favorite part of your tenure over there on the residential side?
Definitely creating and pulling the Anderson Tough Deck brand together. I mean, that was so much fun, very rewarding. Love seeing us make a big impact in the marketplace and the benefit of what that was able to provide both to our customers and to the consumers out in the marketplace. To be honest, I also loved my experience working on Floorigami. That was a big personal win, just to get to work with IDEO and be immersed in the design thinking process. And then I learned so much having the home center business and being part of that during the pandemic, and really understanding supply chain challenges and how that makes a big impact when we have big and small issues.
You got to be pretty resilient to be the person that the home centers call, because they call frequently.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So most people know the commercial side is about 1/3 of total business, and the residential is about 2/3. So let's talk about hospitality for a quick second. It is one of the funner segments, when you think about going to BD&Y, and you think about how the looks you see in the lodgings category influence what you see in residential. You see these backlit mirrors, and then you start seeing them at home. And same with flooring. So tell us, it's still a recovering sector.
Absolutely. The beauty of hospitality, it does influence us, whether that's a bizcation, as I like to call it, when you're traveling for work, or if you're on a personal or family vacation or opportunity to just get away. You don't realize how influential those experiences, those spaces, those places, they make an impact on both your personal and your professional choices. And we're seeing how hospitality influences a variety of spaces today, whether that's the home or the workplace.
I heard these big brands were, for multiple reasons, sending out memos and saying, hey, we're going to hard surface in these guest rooms. And, the reason you stay in a guest room is to relax. And, there's a lot of great texture you can get with soft. So where does that stand right now, this hard versus soft in hospitality?
I think it gives us an opportunity to have a very layered floor in hospitality. I do think they like the idea of hard surface for all the reasons that we like it in our homes, cleanability, the seamless look in many cases, the things that it allows you to do from a performance perspective. But then you need the softness, as you and I both have an affection for carpet. Yeah. You need the softness. And we're seeing people layer in with rugs, which we offer in our Shaw Contract hospitality line. We have carpet tile designed specifically for hospitality settings, for rooms, corridors, public spaces, so that you can have the quiet and the comfort that soft surface brings, but give you the flexibility, cleanability, and performance that hard surface allows for in everyday use.
I must say that there's plenty of hard surface space in a hotel, plenty of places for hard surface. I just think the room is a good place for soft. So let's talk about this Denver hotel project, the Sheraton. It was a Shaw Contract Design Award winner. And so I've seen pictures of it, and I'm telling you, the textures that were used are unbelievable. Tell us a little bit about that, if you would.
Mm-hmm. So this was a renovation of a 1960 I.M. Pei hotel that Gensler LA office designed. I think it has over 1,100 guest rooms, something to that effect, and it is absolutely gorgeous. If for those of you who are listening, you haven't seen it, check it out on shawcontract.com. It is the Sheraton Downtown Denver Hotel. If you get a chance to go to Denver, stay there because it is beautiful and you'll enjoy your experience. They kind of stepped out of the typical brand standards, but created this sophisticated, playful interior that is really just infused with great design, both in form and, I believe, in function. It has a nod back to mid-century, creates that kind of vibe for a more contemporary guest, but also really woos you in because it is so textural and inviting.
Okay. As I mentioned, the room carpet, how did they get that texture? When you're putting in room carpets, you can go modular, you can go broadloom, you can go Axminster. What did they put in those rooms?
So this is our forum carpet in the guest rooms, and it does give you a lot of texture. The big trends today in guest rooms is a lot of texture, whether that's a small scale pattern, mid scale, or something even more organic and abstract. You want something that is very inviting, textural. When we get into the public space areas, and Shaw Hospitality has been known to own, in many cases, the guest room experience, and really seeing us marry that ownership of the guest room with this public space opportunity, both in carpet tile. We will be launching and featuring a brand new collection that has Axminster at BDNY. And I know you and I talked about getting time together so that people can see our introductions there, but having the ability to bleed out into those corridors or those first impression environments. I think it's going to be a lot of fun for everyone to see what we bring to the table.
Well, I'm about to run out of time. I appreciate you spending time telling us about this Denver project and what's been going on in the hospitality market. Again, been talking to Carrie Edwards, the Vice President of Hospitality with Shaw Contract, and you've been listening to Kemp Harr and FloorDaily.net.